That is not what is being talked about. Jesus was and is sinless and flawless. Without a doubt, he couldn't become the sacrifice that we needed unless he was sinless and flawless. So Jesus is that perfected person, but that's not what's being talked about here. It's not talking about you becoming sinless or completely flawless. There are a few words in the Bible that are translated perfected. One of them is this word here in 1 Peter chapter 5. And that word, it means to mend. To mend what has been broken. It means to repair. It means to make perfect or to perfectly join together. That's what this word in 1 Peter chapter 5 is talking about. Sorry. Can we just go around these gas bottles and just check that they're all turned off? There's a smell of gas in there. Is it this one here? Yeah, could we just get it turned off or make sure the gas is off on those two big bottles? Sorry for that break there. Yeah? Okay. So let me go over that again. This word perfected in 1 Peter chapter 5, it means to mend. To mend what is broken, it means to repair, it means to make perfect or to perfectly join together. This year, God is perfectly joining you together. It also means to restore, and it means to render. Render is a word that I've been around for a long, long time, but as these guys at the back know, I'm not a particularly techie guy, but I'm sure that Ferdinand and Nathan will be able to do a better explanation of what rendering is all about. But I do know this, that if you're using one of those programs on your computer to design, let's say, your living room, and you can bring in a settee, or you can move the fireplace, or you can change the lighting, you know what I mean? And put a carpet down. No, I don't like that carpet. And you bring another carpet in. And you're producing on the computer a picture of what you want your room to look like. And then when you're satisfied with it, you think that's it. But no, it then has to render. The computer needs to render that image. And when it's finished rendering, you've got a perfect image of what you want it to be like. God is rendering your life, going through a process where when you finish rendering, you will look just like you've been designed to be. That's what we're talking about in Acts chapter 5, when the Bible talks about you being perfected. You're going to be rendered so that you look like you were designed for, how you were created to be. That's what it's all about. That's this year. That's this year. When you've gone through all of that stuff that we were talking about, you will look like how you were created to be, how you were designed to be. So just keep that picture in mind for the moment. To perfect it also means to join perfectly together or to render. It also means to fit out or to equip. It means to equip, to arrange, I like this one, or to make one what he ought to be. That's what God is talking about doing, to make you as you ought to be. When the God of all grace has gone to work perfecting you, what he is doing is making you how you're supposed to be. What you've been called to be, what you've been created to be in life. This perfecting is not about you being sinless or flawless. This flesh is never going to be sinless or flawless. But spiritually, you can come to a place where you're completely rendered, where you've been perfected, and you are now exactly as you ought to be. Praise God. That puts a smile on my face. Now I'm starting to see. Okay. Can we just pause the thingy at the moment?